So, Bill, how did you start off Arts Talk?
Well, it's been actually a long process. We started as an online show, so it was Arts Talk Online that Jen and I did. And we did that for a couple of years, and then we took a bit of a hiatus, just simply because it was taxing and took a lot of time for Jen and I to produce the show and get all the guests and locations. So after that hiatus, I approached Shaw, and we had discussions here at Shaw TV, and they said, yeah, they love the idea, and here we go, Arts Talk. So we just actually are coming to the end of our first season here.
The burning question is, did you and Jen know each other previously, or is this something you guys kind of stumble upon this idea?
It was actually my idea to start the show, and I had known Jen through the acting circles in the film world, and I just approached her at one point and said, hey, I'm going to be starting up this new show. I need a co-host. Do you want to do it? And she said, yeah, and so we've done it ever since.
And it's going strong. So what do you do outside of all of this? What are things you like to do?
I'm an actor, so I'm in rehearsals for a Fringe show right now. I just finished a show back in April, May. So I've got an Edmonton Fringe show I'm in, and then as soon as that one's done, I start rehearsals for another show in the winter. And I do film as well.
Okay, busy body. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And then the staff made fun of me for a good 20 minutes.
So Bill told me that he approached you about doing Arts Talk. Did he do it and did you guys know each other already, in the sense that he said that you guys went to acting class together?
Did we?
I don't know. Something about acting.
Huh. Well,
No,
we
I never said
worked.
that.
Well, we worked together on a show. He'd cast me. He was the creepy bad guy. And I remember when he invited me for coffee, I was like, is this guy for real? And then brought up the show idea, and I was like, yeah, I totally do want to have my own talk show. And then it was later he reminded me that he was actually going to be co-hosting with me, and I was like,
You didn't have it for yourself.
that's cool, yeah, I could still, co-hosts are fun, yeah. And we've just been together ever since.
So did you expect, you guys started off doing online. Did you expect to have your own actual show on Shaw?
I think we always hoped that we would make it eventually to TV. It was really fun when we were online, but just like being in this kind of space, and Shaw has been so supportive and so good to us that it was kind of like a dream coming true.
And you guys are moving into your second season.
We are, and then next we're going to take over Ellen.
Watch out, Ellen.
Welcome to Arts Talk. I'm Bill Roberts.
I'm Jennifer Boudreau.
So Trevor, how long have you been volunteering here at Shaw?
It's been about a year. I guess we're going into our second season, so I started right from the beginning. I knew Bill for over 30 years now, so I started out on his online Arts Talk. So
You're there from the beginning. That's awesome.
yeah, so he asked me to floor direct for this show as well,
Okay.
and so yeah,
That was going to be my next question, what you actually do. So you floor direct here.
right.
Is that something that you did previously?
Nope, never have done it at all. So I just learned on the job, and it's fairly easy. I know that most of the time in any TV show, a floor director has much more responsibility, than I do. So,
But you know what? It's still good that Shaw allows volunteers to come in and learn new stuff. So it's definitely something you've loved to do, right?
absolutely. Oh, I love it. Yeah, and we have a lot of fun on backstage and playing around with the guests and the hosts.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much.
Okay, thank you.
So Danny, what do you do here at Shaw?
I volunteer and I help out on camera one specifically, but I try and help out wherever I can. But yeah, camera work's definitely what I want to do. So.
And did you have camera experience before this?
I did, yes, yeah. It's not essential, but yeah, it's good.
And I'm hearing an accent. Where are you from?
I'm originally from London, England, but I moved here about a year ago. So.
Oh, and got right into it with Shaw. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I've only been here a couple of months, but I want to work in film and TV, and they have a volunteer program is actually really, really good for that. So it's definitely a good foot in the door.
That's great. That's great. Thanks so much.
No worries. Thank you.
So, Bill, what's your favorite thing about Jen?
My favorite thing about Jen, that's a tough question, Adora.
You're going to get in trouble there.
I've worked with Jen for a long time. It's Jen's smile, just her vibrance on the set. That's my favorite thing about Jen.
Aww.
Isn't that sweet?
Brownie points.
Thanks. Thanks, Adora.
This is what I do. I just sit on the couch.
This is Adora, our street reporter, hard at work, reporting about the couch.
Reporting about the couch. What?
Yeah, step a little bit more that way, a little
Do I
bit
have
up.
Do I have a double chin in this frame? It's
Yeah.
horrible.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to keep all this because I've been rolling the whole time.
Adora,
So it's my turn.
it is your turn. I have the mic, so now I can ask all the hard, tough questions. First of all, what made you want to join Arts Talk as a street reporter?
Well, I went to school in Chicago for broadcasting, so I'm from Edmonton, wanted to come back and just get my feet wet, and Shaw gave me a good opportunity.
Awesome. And what do you think? How do you like being part of our show?
I like it, but unfortunately I came in at like the very end.
We've got another season coming.
I know, which is good. Looking forward to it.
Which is really good. Now, of course, I have to bring this up because it is behind the scenes. So, Adora, we did an on-location shot in the Strathcona Farmers Market. Was there a little bit of issue with time with one of your interviews? Were you running overtime just a little bit, Adora?
Yeah, I mean, people from the outside watching don't actually know what really goes down. And I was interviewing a lady, and we're, and you know, she was getting really into it, and I had everyone in the background going, and I'm trying to look at her and look at them and look. So I really don't want to see that episode. I'm gonna fast forward that part.
Are you?
Yeah, for sure.
It was a great episode.
For sure. And then the next time the mic was broken and I had to hold it like for dear life. So, you know, I've had a couple interesting moments, but you know, I survived.
It's all part of television. Anyway, we really like having you on the show. It's
Thank you
great
so
having
much.
you here, and let's send it back to our producer.
We're after you, Ellen.
Feel special. Object of her talents. You kind of surprised me with every.
Hi everyone, I am Sarah King. I am a producer for Arts Talk TV. I also produce another show called Dinner by the Minute. I would like to welcome you guys here to my lovely home where I actually do a lot of the post-production work for Dinner by the Minute and Arts Talk TV. Yes, everybody, I do two shows. There's a few others, but we won't get into that. But anyways, this is where a lot of the behind-the-scenes work, post-production gets done, at least these days, and that is where the editing gets done for the show that you actually get to see on air. Some of the pre-production also gets done here as well. This is where I book the guests. I call out to the various guests that we would like to have on the show, whether or not they're actors, dancers, singers, musicians, any person from within the arts community. We like to bring them on the show so we can showcase and promote their work or promote a festival that is happening in and around Edmonton. When I was asked to take on the show, I was very honored. It was a very cool opportunity to actually take over the show. A lot of my background that I have is within the film and television industry as well, more with the fictional side of television and film than what you're seeing right now, which is a talk show. I studied here in Edmonton at MacEwan University and ended up taking cinematic and motion picture arts through distance learning at Florida State College, where I also worked with the Walt Disney Company for many years. One of the things I have to say as the producers, I am very thankful to Shaw TV and the incredible volunteers that they have that come onto our show, very dedicated, very willing to learn. A lot of these volunteers don't have any experience on how to work on a TV show, but they are very dedicated in learning. So I want to give a very special thank you to Shaw and those volunteers for helping us make Arts Talk TV a reality. As a producer, I'm like, working on Arts Talk is very hard. I'm like, it takes a lot of time to put a show together, and it does get quite exhausting. But at the same time, it can be really fun. So I do, on the odd occasion, will find a way to take the odd downtime and have a little bit of fun.